Hey guys, this is Alex. Alex Julian around here in Tehachapi in California with my southwest to central approach to this desert way, especially with the Gasoline Monday herds. You know, I really like watching the Dodgers, you know, the Los Angeles Dodgers. They're a very impressive team. But it is hard around here to find where to put a bag of raw cherries after it comes out of a local garden. Especially up towards North California. I mean, whenever I'm in North California, I need to find a quick way to put away the raw cherries. Or at least that's the nostalgia cracking in my mind. Although, really, I have not been to Sacramento for years. You could also nickname it Sacto. And their General Electric company utility business up there in Sacramento was, at least when I was there, a place called SMUD. Very good electric company. Very good quality electricity. I'm a Pepser who hangs out around here in this Indian Wells and Mariposa approach. There's kind of like that caving leap that heads into wild open skylines circling the silver birds and the golden mountains. It's really of particular notice. I don't know. I mean, sometimes I look at my own eyes and I wonder when I'm in motion with a Dodgers baseball game how my inner beliefs can be so marvelous when I think about it. I mean, I hey, I have my Dodger gear on. You know, it's definitely remarkable when I talk to my brother Nathan and maybe give some little hints and rumors of proper honesty to Evan and Juanita and Gary and other members of my neighborhood pupper sorts. Um, there definitely is a lot of hush pupping circulation. Head almost kind of like a lost taste as we grow older. I mean, you probably notice this as you grow older. As you grow older, you notice that certain tastes you had in the past do get lost because we can forget what our first meal was at a restaurant. We can forget what our first pizza was, what our first taco was. Like if you're the kind of guy like me, the kind of Western dude here with pale and thin skin here who likes to eat a lot of general food for honesty and respect for other neighbors, you soon realize even candy necklaces like this, ugh, I mean, just when I grab this candy necklace here, I mean, I'm wondering like, how do I take the candy off to eat it? I mean, maybe I could try to eat it like this, like, you know, see that red one popping? Uh, Candy necklace. Pretty good stuff. Gotta be careful of sugars though. And I'll tell you why. As a Pepser mixologist around the Jack approach to the fan box here in the local Kern. Even as someone with baseball experience in San Fran and San Diego and Oakland and Fresno and Arizona and Las Vegas and such, even with knowing about a lot of deportes and disfrutudas, it gets hard to tell, like, where our fields of vision go as we provide circuitry to our nugget bags under our throats as we take the secret packets of liquid spoon material almost over our heads, kind of like maybe like some creepy but really delicious looking bottle of almost really old soy sauce at a nice local orange chicken competitor right next to a forgotten Rite Aid and a lost Thrifty or something, kind of like that Panda Express imitator that could maybe make some jelly noodles like really really good, as in like they could make like a more grand burrito out of the Pizza Hut leftovers. One time when I was approaching in a city hike around Folsom in Sacramento City, near La Riviera by Sacramento State University, actually on numerous occasions, on trips like this one in hiking in the city of Sacto, I did eat at a local Mexican restaurant that actually made their chicken and steak taste more like Chinese food because they liked that Chinese taste more than the Mexican flavored. Well, to each their own. I mean, it's like, it's like how some guys like those and some guys like these, and it gets hard to tell, like, if we're still men or if we're feeling like boys, or like if you are a girl in the Lost Wonder World sort of Disney magical theme park. To be honest, I have not actually been to Disneyland since the early 1990s. There's a very lost form of country music in California that almost no one remembers. It's the genre called swamp country or swamp western or swamp folk. The kind of swamp country-like music that sounds like a guy is meditating with some logical and religious expression of poetry while picking on banjo keys and looking for over-the-top leather drumsticks. When you think about it, like an old one, like something old, like maybe something from like an early Tony Rice sort of thing, like, I'm not ashamed to say that I love you well. I'm not ashamed to let you know. I'm just a name that's all scratched upon the wall. You used it well, but what the hell? That's what walls are for. Well, actually, technically, that was originated from Gordon Lightfoot. But I discovered that song from Tony Rice. So I give Tony Rice credit for that one on my personal family album. And often, in the music industry, like, there are those kinds of musicians who actually, in some cases, make more money when they let other musicians sing their songs for them, even though they wrote the lyrics. Classic songwriters include Gordon Lightfoot, Bob Dylan, Peter, Paul and Mary, Jimmy Buffett, Jim Croce, Heart, Metallica, Dire Straits. I mean, there's just a lot of them. So many of them that, as I get older growing up, I then start worrying more and more about music preservation, even in some unofficial live music thing here for my video sort of presentation to David Arcus. I hear so many music over the years that I then begin to worry that some old music from the past can disappear from our records and vanish into thin air. And I worry about that because I do not want... I mean, sure. I mean, the past is something that we should be careful of. And at times we do need to change something about the past or forget about the past in some cases. But I do not want to, like, literally throw history books away because it's like, in terms of science for medicine or maybe health for nutrition, that can be really risky and overcautious. Um, you know, because after all, I mean, you probably have any of you guys attached me been to Dodger Stadium? Like you see my blue hat here. I mean, Dodgers bleed blue, right? I mean, they have that Dodger slogan, and the Dodgers came into California from Brooklyn, New York, or Brooklyn, wherever in the East. I forget. I'm not totally a map expert. I get forgetful about maps. But there was Brooklyn originally. There was originally Brooklyn for the Dodgers, and then they came to California, settled in Los Angeles, and to this day, the Los Angeles Dodgers are more than a contender. They do become champions on many occasions. Although I do question as to whether they're maybe eating a little bit too much aspirin or too much sleeping pill or something, because, nutrition is a question in baseball politics. And hey, you want to see a trick or treat thing tonight? Okay, so look at me. You know that I'm a Dodger fan, right? Dodgers bleed blue. Well, guess what? Oops. Actually, I was wearing a Blue Jays hat from Canada. I tricked you there. Over the river, through the woods, to Alex's place we go to make fun of his hat. Well, whatever. I hope you take care. Happy holidays.